malicious truth has the power to shatter trust. So whenever we're lying, we're just lying blatantly, or we're just saying something that is factually wrong. When we say it, if we are questioned against it, we'll not have a proper response, and that might ruin your moral background whenever you're being questioned. But if you present something that is factually correct and use it to harm an opponent, that cannot be questioned further as it is morally correct. So cruelty has worn a mask of righteousness. In it, this harms society as a whole. You've got a moral high ground, but you're using that moral high ground not as Obi-Wan Kenobi, but you're using it as the Sith Lord. And that's what's ruining the societal structure we have now. Now I'll move on to a real world example, how you can use truth to change what people fundamentally believe. So we know a guy in the White House, the Oval House. He's pretty popular right now. He's got a lot of tariffs and tariffs. So he used factually correct statements that were true, to show that immigration caused harm to the societal structure, how it provided more violence and more communal rights. These things, he used factually correct statements. He used statements that could not be questioned. But he directed those statements as isolated truths which caused fear. When you don't know something, you'll obviously fear it. That brings me to my third point, domination. How you can use truth, factually correct statements again, how you can use truth to morally dominate over others.
Is something that could have brought way more clarity in your speech. I think the second thing that I'll quickly suggest is always deal with the comparative. You cannot say that the side that I differ for is good.
Siliguri, 2 students, thank you. And students have come from Durgapur and Asansol. I am waiting for the day when the gentleman by right can organize.
Survive anyway. And thereafter I joined journalism and became the head of a business newspaper, where once again, fortunately, times were that India was liberalizing. And from 1991 onwards, it was like economic debate, one after the other, 1 month after the other. But I made one good decision in my life. Unlike Kunal, I married somebody who sings.
How the next generation of doctors who are qualifying themselves, which speciality will be impacted to what, and as usual, when people of my generation and sit down and discuss, we could never come to a conclusion. But it is absolutely true. You look at your peer groups, look at your cousins, look at people who not very long ago, it is as recently as last 3 to 4 years ago, people who held the first 2,000 positions in the NEET exam were making a queue. There used to be a mad rush for young students to become radiologists, for young medical qualifiers to go for radiology, dermatology, pathology. They were the first 3 lines who were top of the list right now.
Have students who want to again improve their skills, I would say skills in debating. And I'm so thankful to Dr. Kunal.
One thing that I'll quickly suggest is always deal with the comparative. You cannot say that the side that I defend for is good, because the person opposite to you will also say that the side that they are defending for is also good in the first place. What you have to go ahead and crucially show is that the side that I'm defending is better than the side that they are going to defend on their side of the house. Which means that if I'm on opposition bench, at all points of time when I say the truth shown with a negative intent is very, very bad, I also need to show why truth shown with a negative intent is worse than the kind of lie that will then spiral in cases.
This competence, your generation has to redefine that how, in what way are you different than this little sort of, what is it, the Intel 4 or whatever chip which you are holding so near to your heart.